Alright, take two of this. So around the time that the whole situation happened in Westchester with the whole whatever with the guy and the deal with the car and the note and all this shit, it just kept getting more crazier and more crazier and more crazier. And so once I moved up here, I thought everything was going to be cool, calm, down to earth and all that shit. Well, it kept getting weirder. And it was just like every time I would go to Westchester, Jamie would call me, wanting me to meet up, wanting me to come and talk to him, wanting me to come and do this, wanting me to come and do that. Well, the weirdest and strangest thing that was going on at the time, and I forgot to mention this in the very beginning too, is that when Jamie would go into these, food pantries to get help, supposedly he was telling people that, oh, he was hungry, he didn't have no food to eat or like any of that. Every time he'd go in there and get food, he would call Rock. Now, I mentioned this name before. The guy's name is Rocky Adams. He is a well-known guy in Harrison. He's got a water company named Adams Water. And the weird connection is I have with this whole storyline is that I went to school with his daughter's son. And me and his daughter's we've known each other for a long, long time. And I thought it was weird that every time he would go and get help for food, he would call Rock. And him and Rock had this weird deal that if Jamie would bring him food, he would give him money. And I kept wondering, I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Like, why is this going down? And I noticed after a long, long while, it kept going on and on and on. So I was calling all over, asking everybody if they knew what the whole whatchamacallit was about it. And they're like, yeah, he's been doing this for a long, long time, this and this and that. And every time that me and Jamie would get into it, I told him, I said, do I have to go to Cody? And he's like, no, you ain't going to Cody, this, that, yada, yada, yada. So then when this whole saga started every month of him buying phones. So the thing about it is, Jamie would get paid every month, and he would not be able to stay with having money on him because every single month he would get paid, he would go to T-Mobile and get a phone. And when he didn't like the phone, he would make up some kind of bullshit. Like, oh, the phone ain't good enough, or oh, it's doing this, or oh, it's doing that, or oh, it's not doing blah, 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 blah. When the phone was acting good. So he'd go to the Eco ATM. While the phone was still on contract, he would go to the, Eco ATM and go and sell the phone for fucking cash. And then the very next month, he would get another phone. Then the very next month after that, another phone. Then the very next month after that, another phone. Then the very next month after that, another phone. And it just kept going on and on and on and on and on. And it got so bad to where one month he went and got a whole internet box. Well, he made up some kind of bullshit about that, went and got another one. And I mean, it just kept getting dumber and dumber and dumber. And every time he would try to come up with money for food or gas or whatever, he would make up some kind of bullshit. And I kept thinking it was strange and weird and awkward and all that shit. And when I had moved where I'm at now, I thought, well, I get away from all this drama. Well, that's when all the drama started. I'm not going to go back into it about the whole storyline about that because I've already talked about it. But it wouldn't stop. During that whole time when that drama went down, it was getting so bad to the point where I would be getting pretend page after pretend page after page after page. And it would be like, oh, the Iron Horseman, some weird name. And he took it as far to even pretend to be a girl. And I mean, it kept just getting more weirder and more weirder and more weirder. And it just, the storyline didn't add up. And I mean, this dude is known to be a scammer and a liar. And he steals like crazy. And everybody that was around me was like, if you don't cut ties with this fool, he's going to drag you down. He's going to put your life into hell and all this shit. So once I moved up here, I cut ties for good. And it took me to the point where I had to go to the courts and file a restraining order. Well, like I had already said about that whole thing too. And it's like, for me to have to go and do that shit, this person should have learned. Like, leave me alone. Don't talk to me no more. I don't want you in my life. Stop bothering me and just stop bugging me. And the thing about it is that this dude has caused me so many problems in my life. Every single relationship I've been in, he's caused me problems. And until now, until I stood up for myself and stood my ground and did what I did, my drama's gone. And I shit y'all not, he is the most toxic person I've ever had in my life. And dealing with that has showed me that I don't need that type of person in my life. I don't need that type of person even around my ass or like even involved with me. And when my daughter's dad had cut him out of his life, it made everybody's lives easier. And when I officially cut him out of mine, it made my life a lot easier. And on top of it all, if I would have known that this was going to cause this much drama in my life, I would have never associated myself with this person. And I have a good heart at times, and I wish I never fucking helped this person out at all. I could have avoided all this drama. I could have avoided all this shit. But this is a learning lesson. And like I've been telling y'all, if y'all follow Hometown Custom, PC, 5G, 4G, whatever G, do not follow him. He is a very toxic individual, a very toxic human, a very toxic guy. And these girls that are blowing him up, honey, y'all, it ain't worth it. Because this man will drag you through the depths of hell. Trust me. This man will drag you through the depths of hell in your life. Trust me, it's not worth it. So, I'm going to end my storyline here. This is the end of the whole saga. So, I will give y'all updates on my situation when I'm able to. So, deuces.